Fala, rapaziada do meu coração. Beleza? Estamos aqui com Star Wars Old Republic para dar seguimento à nossa história. Nós chegamos no planeta de Balmorra, né? À procura de mais uma dos artefatos, né? Para Lord Zesh. E vamos continuar. Aqui quem fala com vocês é o Arena. E partiu pro vídeo. Aqui tem a história do planeta de Balmorra, a história de Balmorra, né? E a história principal fica aqui. Então a gente vai pegar primeiro essa questzinha aqui. Que é a
My
história
lord,
do
welcome to
planeta.
Balmorra. I hope you like bombed to pieces mud holes.
Quando a gente
Captain
terminar
Rigel,
isso aqui, a gente
Imperial
vai lá
Conquest
fora e
Consolidation
pega
Corps. When the Empire invades, we're the ones who
a
seal the
quest pra
deal.
principal do
Don't suppose you're
personagem.
aware of the situation here on Balmorra?
It's my understanding there's some kind of battle.
Yeah, if you can call a pile of bodies a battle. The Empire invaded Balmorra in the last war, but we've been spinning our wheels in the mud ever since. Resistance fighters think they can drive the Empire off Balmorra. We're here to prove them wrong.
Certo.
How hard can it be to put down a few resistance?
It's not just a few
Sim, a
resistance,
voz dela
they're well
parece
organised and
diferente.
well armed, but they can be broken. The Balmorran
Deixa eu abrir a
government in
porta aqui
exile,
pro
backed by
cachorro
Minister of
sair.
Defence Vol
Aí,
Argent,
galera.
is giving us fits, backing a strong faction of the resistance. The Minister is safely off planet, but if we break his allies here, we break him. We break him, we break the resistance.
Pronto, desculpa. Tá.
Why doesn't Imperial intelligence just have him assassinated?
Yeah, I get your thinking, cut off the head and kill the body, except resistance movements aren't organisms, exactly. If we took out Arjun, it'd be big, but as long as his power base stands, some other idealist is bound to step in. That's why we need to take everything out. Do we have the privilege of your support?
Claro. Não vou. Tá.
Normally I would be bothered, but this project sounds intriguing.
You have our
Realmente a
heartfelt
voz dela tá bem
appreciation, my
diferente,
lord.
cara.
My second-in-command, Lieutenant Davril, is masterminding Phase 1 of what we like to call Operation Breaking Point. You'll find him in Sobrick. He's got
Sobrick,
plans to
então
blow
nós
the
temos que ir pra
Balmorran
Sobrick.
resistance sky high. I think you'll like them.
Beleza. Beleza, esta é Balmorra. Acho que isso daqui são as quests heroic, né? É, são as quests heroics. Alguém colocou um holograma aqui. Skill. De cura. Boa. A gente tá precisando de skillzinha de cura mesmo. Vou falar pra você. As skills de cura sempre fica separadazinha ali, né? Tá. Tá, isso aqui interrompe a ação do inimigo. Ih, sumiu. Alguém tirou. Que droga. Que bosta. Beleza. Isso aqui só teria valor mesmo contra algum tipo de inimigo forte também, então... Ainda ficou o íconezinho dele aqui no mapa, não sumiu. Tá, beleza. Caraca. Já temos alguns lugares aqui pra poder ir. Vamos aqui. Desse lado aqui primeiro. Chief Inquisitor. Trainer.
What dark secret shall I share with you? Be gone.
Que é a história principal,
There's
né, do
something of
personagem.
great value in one of the hazard vaults. The one that was blown open. I heard you could help.
Ah, who's this? Sith. We don't often get Sith on Balmorra. It's a real pleasure.
Claro que
I
é.
have a son on Korriban, you know. It's a tough war you're walking into. We're fixing blasters with adhesive tape. but we'll help you any way we can. Now, let's see. A blown open vault. Captain, do we still have those pumps?
Sir, if this is the vault I think it is, it won't be that easy. The fumes alone have put men in the medical center.
Não me importo, cara. Só me
I
passa isso
need
logo.
to get to the bottom of that pit.
We need some way to make this pit
Me
less
manda pra
deadly.
algum lugar que eu mato
Tell me,
quem
Captain,
tiver
is
por
there
lá
nothing that
e
can survive the
completo logo
toxic
isso.
waste?
Well, nothing grows there, sir. But there are the colicoids.
Colicoids? What do those bugs want with toxic waste?
Food, sir. Our surveillance satellites have recorded them feeding on the toxic waste. We suspect they've been designed to eat it.
So, how do I become a colicoid?
Sir,
No, Captain, she's right. To get to the bottom of that pit, she'll need to become like the colicoids. There must be a way for you to take on the
Vamos nos
colicoid's
tornar
resistance,
inseto comedor
so you can
de
enter the vault. Captain,
toxinas.
where were these creatures created?
well, I can't say for sure, but there's a research lab not far from here that was overrun with colicoids as soon as the Balmorrans abandoned it. But the colicoids are vicious creatures.
Tá, tem
Just one of them tore apart a whole squad.
I can't afford to make excuses. I need the information in that lab.
I'm sorry, Sith. We don't have the numbers to deal with these things. But if you can get into that lab, we'll get you into that toxic pit.
Sir, even if we find out what causes this resistance, we don't have the...
We'll worry about that later. Right now, our Sith friend has to get into that lab and find out what the
Tá, a
Balmorrans
gente tem
did
que
to
ir
those
pro
creatures.
laboratório. Beleza. Tá. Vamos pegar aquela outra quest ali. Depois a gente vai pegar a motoca. Isso aqui é a quest do planeta.
My lord, word of your talent precedes you. I'm honored. You're well aware of the situation, I'm sure. The government in exile, the resistance, cowards. If my lord is willing, we're going to bury them in their little hidey holes.
What's war without a little bloodshed?
I like how you think. The old government's sending generators to the resistance,
Psychopath.
powering their
Os
artillery.
dois, né?
The resistance has given pardons to Balmorra's worst killers in exchange for a little guard duty. Phase 1 of Operation Breaking Point is to destroy those generators and put those killers to sleep. You in?
Claro.
That'll do nicely.
The generators are in the Nibre warehouse. If you can blow them to pieces, you'll show the Balmorran resistance it takes more than cold-blooded killers to stop the Empire.
Tá. Beleza. A gente vai ter que dar um jeito na resistência. Opa, parei. Certo. Não tem nenhuma quest aqui pela cidade aqui que dá pra pegar assim. As quests que estão mostrando ali é tudo pra Heroic.
Displaying all authorized
Tá,
destinations.
então temos 2 lugares pra poder ir. Qual dos dois? Tá, a gente faz o seguinte, a gente vai nesse daqui, depois a gente pega e desce, a gente
Travel route
termina
is
aqui,
confirmed.
aí a gente pega e desce e termina o outro. O lado negro venceu. aqui, ó. A gente segue pra cá, depois a gente segue pra cá. Vamos pegar umas quests aqui. Não, quest de Flashpoint. Flashpoint é lá dentro do Fleet, lá no espaço, galera. Dentro das naves lá. Heroic. A gente não tem nenhuma... Tá, beleza. Vamos vir pra cá. Sabe, a gente não encontrou alguma quest no meio do caminho. Que desce? Não, não desce. Cadê os elevadores daqui, velho? Também não. Que bosta. Se eu pular, eu morro. Não tem como dar azul nessa porcaria. Peraí. Isso, vai lá, pula e morre. Pulou. Tirou quase metade, velho. Tá. Isso aqui vai subir. Pera aí, galera. Tô meio que perdido aqui, mano. A gente ainda não matou ninguém, né? Então vamos começar com vocês. Eita! Cara, eu vim pro lado errado. Tá dando uma volta desnecessária. Não adianta, vamos dar a volta aqui então. Tá, eu posso subir. Aqui? I don't know. É aqui. Nossa, não vai parar não. caralho. Aí sim, hein. City Inquisitor, porra. Não adianta pegar dinheiro. Não dá nada. Só vão dar item. A gente terminou a secundária e eu nem vi. Retorne pro Basilker. Ah, só que a gente não vai retornar agora não. A gente tem que ir lá pro outro lado lá fazer a quest lá. A gente pode vir por aqui mesmo. Eu acho. Sem dinheiro. Ah tá, ele é pra próxima quest, né? Narshadar. Não gosto de Narshadar. Travadinha aí. Beleza. Ué. É aqui, não é? Ah tá, ele tá pedindo já pra mim retornar pro carinha lá. Beleza, mas tem essa subquest aqui. 3 de 9. Beleza, só matar os carinha que tá aqui dentro. É aqui dentro? Eu acho que pode ser do lado de fora. Aí a bônus, tá vendo? Tá. Não dá pra mexer ali. Level 2. Provavelmente é na parte de baixo, né? É, era aqui, eu creio que seja aqui mesmo. Nossa! Levanta! Precisa de 2 pessoas pra fazer isso daqui. Pra abrir a porta. Oh. Não dá, precisa de 2 pessoas. Bosta. Beleza. Que droga, velho. Pelo menos deu respawn. Mais um. A gente pode pegar aquele lá da porta. Já recebemos, né, a grana. Tá, a gente pode retornar lá pro... vamos voltar lá pro começo. Beleza.
Major, if we don't get those supply vehicles...
My men are working on it, sir, but until that shipment of plasteel I requested 3 months ago comes in...
I don't care! Tear it off the walls if you have to!
It's not wise to keep a Sith waiting.
Don't worry about the Colonel. He's loud and impatient, but we all are these days, what with the supply shortage. Now, did you manage to find anything out of the lab? Captain Ilun and I have been doing our own research, but we haven't discovered much.
Let's just say I wouldn't want to live there.
Have a look at this, Captain. I can't make head or tail of it.
This confirms our suspicions. The collocoids were being mutated to clean up the waste, and it looks like the chemical mutagen they were using could theoretically work.
Well, that's it. That's our solution, right? We just replicate this chemical mutagen.
Sir, there's a problem. Our chief scientist defected to the Republic a few months back. We can't begin to replicate, let alone test the serum without him.
I guess we need to undefect him.
Undefect indeed. You certainly have a way with words, Sith.
The scientist's name is Yanis Tirek, and he's still on Balmorra, in a Republic research base out near the Toxic Lakes.
All right, Sith. It looks like you have your next objective. You find this scientist, you subdue him, my men will bring him back, and we'll get you your chance to swim in toxic waste.
Consider it done.
Oh, and Sith, hurry back. I just got word that my son passed his trials on Korriban, and is on his way to Balmorra. I don't want you to miss him.
A gente agora vai entregar. Essa aqui foi o da... Beleza.
Must have been imagining things, but I could have sworn I heard those generators go pop from here. Thank you, my lord. But it looks like the resistance isn't done yet.
I will hunt down each and every member of the Resistance, if I have to.
Good to hear you say it. Used to be we kept the Resistance in check in the wilds, but now they've started to get bolder. They're attacking Imperial holdings in the old Balmorran industrial area. We need to punish their boldness. Lieutenant Thorpe at Marcaran Outpost has some ideas about how to put the Resistance back in their place.
Mais um perto do outro, que nem foi da última vez.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
Aparentemente os dois é no mesmo lugar.
Is confirmed.
Eu acho que 2 ou 3 vídeos é o suficiente pra gente terminar esse planeta aqui. 3 vídeos.
I hear your exploits with Lieutenant Davril went well. I hope you didn't find him crass, my lord. Unlike my esteemed colleague, I do not base my mission's success on the decibel level of the explosions. Breaking the spirits of a resistance movement is like cooking a fine meal.
Yum, yum.
Your metaphors are really dragging the conversation down.
The resistance has the people's backing. We must crush the spirits of the people to crush the resistance. No doubt Lieutenant Davril told you that they've brought in cyborg mercenaries from off-world, using an experimental new drop technology to land them on the planet. These cyborgs are killing our soldiers left and right.
Tá, então você quer que eu cuide desses cyborgs?
I'd be more than happy to short out their circuits.
Delightful. I believe we can catch them by surprise at this location. But here's the key. I want to send the Balmorran people a clear message. We collect the technology the cyborgs use to drop onto Balmorra and use it against them. Kill the cyborgs, collect the technology. What do you think?
I've heard better plans come from gonk droids.
Oh, well, I do hope you'll consider it anyway. It's the only plan I've got. Bring me the cyborg technology, and I think the Balmorran people will get our message loud and clear.
Okidoki. Tá. Esse aqui é o negócio dos ciborgues e aqui é onde a gente tem que ir pra encontrar o cara pra gente seguir a outra quest. Então a gente vai lá. Vamos lá nele. Certo. Filho da puta.
Well, well. I should have known Berserker wouldn't let me go without a fight. But sending a Sith seems a bit like overkill. Are you here to kill me, or are you going to torture me first?
Come peacefully, and no one gets hurt.
I risked my life to defect to the Republic. You think you can scare me into returning? There are fates worse than death, and being an Imperial scientist is one of them.
You're only making this more painful for yourself.
I won't go back to that place. You don't know what it's like. We're not expected to be men. We're machines, slaving day in and day out. No intellectual freedom, no creativity. I'm tired of building killing machines. I want to do some good for humanity. I can't go back there.
Yes, you can.
That's not up for debate. You will go back.
You'll have to kill me. I'll never return to the Empire willingly.
Ah, cara.
Do this one thing for me, and I promise to get you back to the Republic.
You're serious, aren't you? What kind of a Sith are you, anyway? Okay,
Sou do
I'll
tipo
go.
bonzinho,
But I'm
cara.
holding you to your promise. I can't be away from my research here for long. We're working on a new
Engraçado
field
que eu
medical
jogo tudo
technology.
invertido.
Nothing special,
Quando eu jogo
not
com
even
República,
classified.
eu jogo
Here,
pelo
you
lado
should try one
sombrio.
of these.
Sith, Major Bessica sent us in after you to collect the scientist.
Take him, but don't hurt him.
Of course, we'll see you back at Sobrik.
Eu sou Sith bonzinho, cara. Beleza, agora a gente vai lá para aquele outro lado. Opa! Um bônus? É bônus. Nossa. Porra, tem que ler a porra de mensagem é essa? Ai, ai. A gente vai ganhar menos experiência pra gente ser free to play. Cara, não tinha essa porra aqui antes não, mano. Tá, e pra gente ganhar experiência, como se a gente fosse prêmio, a gente tem que usar o
I'm
Bush.
sorry to interrupt you. I'm sure you're
Entendeu?
very busy. Congratulations, by the way.
Caralho,
I heard that you
velho.
found our
EA, né?
scientist.
EA.
We'll whip up that serum and get you into that toxic waste pit in no time.
Problema não.
But
A gente joga
there's a
assim mesmo.
problem, and I need your help.
I'd be happy to help any way I can.
It's my son. He arrived shortly after you left for the research facility, but then he went after some holocron, he called it. A few minutes ago, I got what I think was a distress call from him. He's in trouble.
He can handle himself.
Look, I didn't want to have to do this, but It sounds like I have no
Agora tem que
choice.
ajudar o filho do
This
cara.
is
velho.
my son we're talking about. And if you want your serum, you'll save him.
If you put it that way.
I'm sorry it had to come to this. I like you, I really do. We narrowed the origin of...
Bora logo. Salvar o filho do cara, velho. Não é coletar item? É. Isso. Quatro de 5. Completamos essa quest aqui. Beleza. A gente tem que salvar o filho do cara lá.
Word has it, the former Bal... I can't wait
You will,
indeed to read the Bal...
O filho do cara vai esperar.
Baba mi Luceba Ospil Ans Gaswikon.
É aqui mesmo? Não, peraí. Ou era lá mesmo? É, acho que é na parte de aqui de baixo. Ó, uma quest aqui.
Ah, the apprentice.
Ah, ouvi.
On this.
That-
Look, there is... Your head over to heal.
Falar com quem?
Fixer 66. Oh, quite.
Ah, velho.
I was. He's brief. No, well, I would have. Here, just.
Beleza. Aqui, esse daqui vai para o encontro do filho do carinha lá. Ah, velho, acabei de sair de lá, velho, daquele lugar ali. Tá, vamos fazer o seguinte, vamos para aquela parte ali da história. gente vai ter que voltar lá naquele canto, vai. Acabou de sair de lá. Putz. Ah, caralho, é longe pra caralho. Porra. Nossa. Procure por Hiram. Cara, eu vou fazer isso daqui depois. Aquilo do lado depois, velho. Moral, muito longe. Eu vou ter que vasculhar, né, as áreas aqui. As quests vão me mudar para outras áreas. Aí quando tiver uma outra quest que estiver mandando lá para aquele lado de lá, aí eu vou.
My lord, my respects. How do you like Balmorra so far? Doesn't seem like much, does it?
I thought this was an Imperial operation.
I thought the lieutenant would have told you. I'm Balmorran, but I'm also a businessman. Patriotism is bad for business. So is death, but only to a point. Resistance stealth troops have been infiltrating Imperial outposts, making quick strikes and leaving no trace. The Empire says they can't be beaten. I say they can.
Por quê?
How would you know how to beat them?
You don't see them until they kill you. That's what they say. But I built the tech they use to keep hidden. Their camp's in the Gorinth Wilds, but they've surrounded it with mines to keep strangers out. Watch your step, and you can use this device to detect the stealth fighters. They're fast, though. If I may offer advice, strike quick and hard.
Tá. Os equipamentos que eu peguei aqui. Beleza. Heroic. Quest lá do outro lado. Tá, pra mim chegar ali. Peraí, galera, tô me chamando aqui. Beleza, voltei. Tá. Então, o que tem que fazer aqui? Defeat stealth tropas? Pera aí. Tem uma coisa aqui. Provavelmente é nesses caras aqui. Provável. Oxi. Não. Ah, tá. Beleza, eu entendi. Então tem um pessoal escondido por aqui. A gente usa aqui, isso daqui para poder achar eles. Não posso usar isso agora. Não, filho da puta. Achamos. Então é quase meio que aleatório isso, né? Então pode ser praticamente quase em qualquer lugar do mapa. Cadê? Ah, aqui. Só falta mais uma equipe deles. Ó, e a outra nossa quest tá bem aqui, ó. Nada. Tá. Vamos vir pra cá. Acho que possa ter aqui em cima. Vai, pega.
Sight is like.
Completou? Completou. Beleza. Então a gente entrega aqui. Mas vamos lá para aquela quest lá no Quinto dos Infernos. Tô achando que é aqui dentro. Pois é. Lá embaixo. Caramba. É pra pular. Ou não, é aqui. Bora, Kimball. Mais uma quest nos espera. Tem bônus? Tem. Essa área toda. Olha lá quem vai. Caraca. Beleza. Completamos. A gente vai pra nossa quest. Galactic Rampage parte 1.
The old man sent you for me, didn't he? He must have gotten my distress signal. I guess the old fool's still good for something. You're the Sith he's told me so much about, aren't you?
The sooner we get this done, the better.
I'm just glad I don't have to take orders from the old man. Now get me out of here!
Ah, babaca.
Give me one good reason.
My master's powerful. I'm sure you've heard of him. Lord Esdras. He won't be happy if I don't come back alive. My master sent me here for a holocron the Republic dug up someplace or other. I've got the holocron, now all I have to do is get out of this place.
Best get out of here while the way is clear.
Looks like you and my old man are one of a kind. Both weak. I'll be sure to tell him what you did for me. Maybe he'll reward you.
It was a pleasure meeting you as well.
You just don't get it, do you?
Cada babaca que a gente encontra. Tá. Ai, minha perna. Peraí. E ainda temos que ir lá salvar o filho do cara. Porra. Ou será que esse daqui era o filho do cara? Anyway. Tá, bora lá. Entrega aqui. Ah, é lá do outro lado, cara. Na moral.
At your service, my lord.
Ah, mas aí eu volto pra cá, ó.
Travel route is confirmed.
Não. Tá, beleza.
No more surprise attacks. Good. Captain Rigel is on Holo. He wants a word with you.
My lord, allow me to express my deepest pleasure at working with you. Operation Breaking Point has been far more successful than I ever could have imagined. Word is the former Balmorran Minister of Defense Von Argen might come down to Balmorra. He's playing right into our hands.
What's the last mission?
Well, that's part of why I called. Now that the wilds are secured, we're ready for the final push. Colonel Vrain, head of the Imperial Conquest Consolidation Corps, has come to oversee the action. He's at the Sundari outpost, in striking distance of the Resistance's main base. It's now
Pra finalizar
or
esse vídeo
never.
aqui, velho, já deve ter quase 2 horas isso daqui. Beleza, galera, deixa eu finalizar esse vídeo por aqui, que deve estar enorme. E a gente se vê na próxima, beleza? Se gostou, curte, comenta que a gente se vê, beleza? Então, um beijo do tio e até mais.